And there's only one thing we still need to do in this game. And that is beat the final boss. So that is what we're going to do next. However, that is of course still going to take quite a bit before we're able to do that. This is not going to be a short dungeon. Oh, here's another life room. The game does not seem to be very confident in our abilities. It's actually thinking that we're going to die a lot in here. But no, we've leveled up quite a bit during the game. We have been doing our battles, we should be good enough. Got plenty of badge points. Got an awesome badge setup right now. I highly doubt something is going to be able to kill me. But anyway, let's go get this chest. That's going to contain the second castle key, which we're going to need to continue to the third part of the castle. The stupid door actually laughed at us, thinking that we're never going to come back to him. Well, we're going to show him. There's also a mystery here that you can actually pick up if you want. I think that's a bit too unreliable, so I never use an item like that. But in case you are interested, here you can find one. Right, here we are. Like I said, there was a locked door to the right. And that will actually take us to a very dark place. And therefore, another partner we have not been using in a while. Finally getting a return. What? She is going to be able to light our pathway over here. Yeah, this is clearly Chapter 8, the final part of the game. The game is actually trying to find ways for us to use all of our partners again. So, there's also a bit of darkness in the castle. So what can actually get their use again? This new enemy might look familiar to Mario fans. The bony beetle. Also making an appearance here in the castle. Has a lot of defense as you can see, but flip them and the defense actually becomes 0. For Watson there's no problem, of course. She can always do defense piercing damage. As long as the guys are flipped, they're not going to be able to attack. They need to waste a turn to actually get up again. And therefore, render them useless by flipping them. And these battles can be really easy. Not even the spikes they can put up every 2 turns is going to stop us. We've got the spike shield. It is not just for the Koopa Trolls. The bony beetles can also become spiky, as you can see, but they are not always spiky. This looks like to be a dead end, so we still need to go over here. However, this is too far to jump, so we need to turn off our light quickly, because we need para-carry. He needs to fly us in the dark. But as long as you're sure that you're standing all the way at the edge, we will make it, even though we're not able to see that we're going to make it. We need to do that again a couple of times. It's going to be multiple split pathways. This one leading to an item that I'm not going to use. A power block, come on, at this point in the game, really? Next bony beetle. Now there's going to be 3 of them. One of them is spiked by default, 2 of them are not. It's pretty obvious if they actually attack you with their spikes, it's also going to be more painful. They also use a jump attack to actually attack you. And if they do, that will actually do more damage whenever they're spiked. Whenever they're not spiked, they can also roll at you, as you can see. And that is just a regular Koopa attack, you might say. Nothing too special about that. Let's see if this guy actually puts the spikes up. No, he does not. Their second attack is actually a jump attack, and if they use that, I'm pretty sure then they will actually become spiky afterward. And then lose their spikes again the moment they use it as spiked. Bit of a complicated enemy, I know. But that is how they work, I'm pretty sure. This is a dead end, yeah. We need to go over there, middle pathway. Go all the way to the edge, switch to para-carry, press C down. And that way we will make it. Nothing too complicated. And that was the end of the first room apparently. Second room. We're clearly going upward again, as you can see. Might be an indication of where we're going to end up the moment we're done here. Now, the bony beetles actually get combined with the Koopa Trolls, apparently. Both of these enemies are not a problem for us. Oh, yeah, as you can see, they can actually jump. And no, he actually does not lose his spikes afterward. In that case, I'm not too sure how they precisely work, but I am sure they can actually change between spiked and non-spiked. Oh, yeah, now he loses his spikes. After attacking him, then apparently he loses his spikes. Weird enemies, I keep on saying. 58 star points. Halfway to my next level up, which I actually planned to be my final level up, but I might actually get one more. Depends on when I'm going to get my level up. Bounce, 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 bounce. That looks funny. Time for the next enemy. Oh, this looks really simple. Just 2 enemies. Attack him, what? Spikes. That is how it works. But anyway, spike shield, so I'm not going to care. 6 damage and goodbye. 4 star points. Down or middle? Looking at the down pathway, I think it's middle. This should be the second to last. Pretty sure there's going to be one more of these. And then we're going to be at the end of this section. One more enemy as well. Another new combination. Bony Beetles and a Magikoopa. Obviously I'm going to be focusing on you, because you're going to be annoying if I don't. Also need to keep a lookout on my HP. I've almost lost half of it. This way you're not going to be able to attack me with your spikes, so you'll hurt less. Now that I know how you guys work, I'm going to be taking advantage of that. Boom! Another fight done. 69! Interesting to note, the Magikoopa is still worth 3 star points at this point in the game. At this level. Now we need to go upwards, it looks like. Let's make sure I don't miss out on an enemy. Or a chest. Or another way to score an item. No, this is indeed an empty pathway. Am I able to actually get to that pathway? Yeah. And this we can jump normally, so we're not going to bother switching. Oh, and still one more enemy. This had to be the final one. I can remember this being the final jump, so there's no way there's going to be another enemy after this. Oh, dead end. Where are we supposed to go? Well, that is the sneaky part of this final jump. This final one, we actually don't want to jump to the higher platform. This time we do want to fall. Oh, the Magikoopa still. I'm getting tired of you guys. There's way too many of you. I do still want that level up, but this part is going rather slowly, I feel. There's a lot more enemies than I remembered here. Power Quake, let's flip these guys. Oh, you're going to get up. In that case. Thank you. 87. This one did actually help me a lot. Even though I am getting tired of all the enemies in here. And it looks like, yeah. This was indeed it. We have finally returned to the castle. The regular part of the castle. Let's open this door. And I think it's easy to guess where we're going to end up again. What a detour that was. Huh? You came back? You escaped from that underground jail? But there was no way you could escape. Of all the dirty tricks. I guess I have to keep my word. You can go through. But don't think I'll forget this. Stupid door. But at least we are finally past it. Reaching the first checkpoint of Bowser's Castle. Remember, these kind of rooms, you're always going to have a save block. And also an inn. Yeah, even Bowser's Castle is going to have an inn. Multiple even, because there's multiple of these rooms, like I said. Let's go take a look at that inn. It will always come in the form of a jail cell. Which is going to be guarded by one single Koopa Troll. So opening up the cell is not going to be a problem. What? We'll finish you. 2 star points. And more importantly, he's going to drop the key. So we can open up another jail cell. More toads are rescued. Not that they're able to actually go anywhere, but still. This castle is still way up in the sky after all. Mario, your main goal is to save the princess, isn't it? She must be doing okay, holding on to the belief that you will come. We soldiers should have broken out to save her by now. But it has taken all of our efforts just to protect the prisoners. What a shame. In other words, you guys are not going to help us. But this cell is not useless to us. We can actually still heal ourselves over here. Because as you can see, this guy, the red toad over here, still tries to run in. He actually makes these prison beds look like to be a toad house. And even though they're not very comfortable, we can actually still use them to heal ourselves. So even though Chapter 8 and Bowser's Castle does not really have a main hub, you might say, there's still an inn. We'll even find the second one later on, between the second and the third part of the castle. Which will actually look exactly the same as this. And therefore I always consider these the checkpoints of Bowser's Castle. So, time for us to continue. Let's return back to the save block. We shall continue. Just remember, you can always come back here if you actually run out of items and still want to heal. It might be a fun possibility. Now, time for us to actually check out another part that you normally see in the main hub. Namely, a shop. If you take this left door, this upper left door, you will find out there's even a shop here in Bowser's Castle. Surprising. What? Who are you, man? I don't know your face. Maybe you're Mario, huh? Just joking. I'm the guard of this warehouse. I'm really, really bored, man. Hey, you know, if you've got any coins, I'll sell you stuff. It is nice that the game actually gives you the possibility to still buy some standard items, even here in the final chapter. Now, continuation is obviously going to be the final door we have not checked yet. The top right. Let's see what the next couple of tricks are that Bowser has in store for us. First up, there's a couple of enemies by the looks of it. Magic Koopas and a Bony Beetle. I highly doubt we're going to be impressed. Only one Magic Koopa is going to be able to attack. What will he do? Heal the Bony Beetle. Well, I don't think I'm too worried about that. Let's not waste any FP. Just take out this Magic Koopa normally. This guy only has 1 damage right now because of the heal. Not going to be able to win in this turn. Oh yeah, of course, I did give him spikes. Should have thought that through. I should know how these guys work by now. But hey, we've almost got a level up, so I don't really care about losing too much HP. This Koopa Troll over here is going to be enough. Assuming he's not alone. Because Koopa Trolls only give 2 star points, of course. But it looks like we are fine. There's 4 enemies in here. That is going to be good for 10, 12 star points. Let's waste all of our SP on these guys. Could actually skip a turn, but might as well use what to take out one of the Magic Koopas. Otherwise we're going to get quite a bit of attacks on our end. Oh, this guy's even going to summon. More star points. You are going to increase the defense of one of these guys. Well, I'm going to be using a Starstorm anyway. Starstorm does not care about defense. And neither does what. Boom, boom, boom. That makes 12. There's even going to be 2 or 3 more. It all depends. Yeah, this guy's also going to be worth 3 star points. Well, that was a quick level up. Let's go for an increase in flower points. And since we're not nearly at the end of the chapter yet, I think we can actually still go for another level up. We can do even better. Next battle, 4 Magikoopas. Man, 2 of them are floating. But still, 4 Magikoopas. We've not seen that yet in this game. Now, let's go await the most magical attack of an enemy we've seen so far. 3 magical attacks. Yeah, all 3 of them are going to go for offense. Nobody's going to get buffed or healed. That makes 2. Luck. Already lost 20 HP. I've just had a level up and I'm already down 20 HP again. Enemies are strong at this point in the game. Oh yeah, of course, the rule of 1 Magikoopa in a fight means flee still applies, even whenever it's an all Magikoopa battle. So unfortunately I'm only going to get the star points of 3 of these guys, but still, that is better than 0. Next room. This corridor. Oh yeah, this part. Not the biggest fan of this part. This is not per se difficult, this is more tedious. Because this requires a lot of work. This is the implementation for sushi in this castle. We've been getting a lot of puzzles where we need to use our different partners. We also wanted to have a way to use sushi again in this place. And this is what they came up with. Unfortunately. We need to pull this chain. That will actually make water come into this room. And then we can actually use it. Swim back to the other room. Which is also going to be filled with water, by the way. So that's how this is going to work. But as you can see, the doorway over here is actually not going to pass higher than this point. So if the water raises even higher, which you can see by these platforms is going to happen. We also need to make sure to drain the water again if we want to go back to the other room. That's how this is going to work. So jump over here, use Bombette to blow up this wall. And hit the switch. So we can get to the second chain. More water, please. I do love how it makes flushing noise. As if you're flushing the toilet. There's plenty of water in these 2 rooms now. Let's return to the left room. Pick out sushi one last time. At least until we get the item. We also need to get the water out of the rooms again, obviously. But that is what makes this tedious. So we need to do all that again, but now in opposite order. Having the key, returning to that second chain, which is now going to be the first chain. Because we're doing it in opposite order. And pulling the chain a second time will drain the water. But of course, back to the first level. Not all the way. Oh, hello. Never knew that was here. Nice to remember, I guess. Hi there. And now swim back to the right room. Return into that second chain. Get on this platform. Get on the chain. Say farewell to the water. in chapter 8. We'll not be seeing any more water in this chapter. Let's go through the door now.